Bessie, ribs showing, stood in the withered field. The sun, a merciless hammer, beat down on the parched earth, and the only sound was the dry rattle of the wind through the skeletal remains of last season's corn. Bessie's eyes, once bright and brown, were now clouded with a film of dust and weariness. She remembered a time when the field was lush, a sea of green, and the air hummed with the buzz of bees and the chirping of crickets. She remembered the cool, sweet water that flowed freely from the stream, and the thick, juicy grass that filled her belly. But those days were long gone, replaced by a relentless drought that had gripped the land like a cruel fist. Her baby, a small, frail calf named Buttercup, lay huddled beside her, his breathing shallow and ragged. Buttercup's coat, once soft and gleaming, was now dull and thin, and his large, innocent eyes held a plea that Bessie couldn't bear to see. Bessie had done her best, foraging for scraps of withered vegetation, licking the dew from the parched leaves and sharing every drop of moisture with her calf. But it wasn't enough. The drought had taken its toll, draining the life from the land and its creatures. One evening, as the sky bled into shades of orange and purple, Bessie nudged Buttercup gently, her tongue rough against his delicate face. He looked up at her, his eyes filled with a heartbreaking sadness. A single tear, hot and salty, traced a path through the dust on Bessie's cheek. She knew, with a certainty that chilled her to the bone, that Buttercup wouldn't last the night. A distant flicker caught Bessie's eye. A faint light, bobbing erratically, appeared on the horizon. Hope, fragile as a butterfly's wing, fluttered in her chest. As the light drew closer, she saw it was a lantern, carried by a young farmer, Tom. Tom was known for his kindness and his unwavering dedication to his animals. Tom rushed to Bessie's side, his face etched with worry. He knelt beside Buttercup, gently feeling the calf's weak pulse. He examined the parched earth, his brow furrowed in concern. He had heard whispers of a distant well, rumored to have water, even in the deepest drought. It was a long and arduous journey, but Tom was determined. That night, under the watchful gaze of the stars, Tom worked tirelessly. He dug and dug, his hands raw and bleeding, until finally he struck water. The cool, clear liquid gurgled into the bucket, a promise of life in the desolate landscape. He carefully watered Buttercup, who drank eagerly, his small body trembling with renewed vigor. Bessie watched, her heart swelling with gratitude. Days turned into weeks, and with Tom's tireless care and the discovery of the well, the land began to heal. The withered fields started to show signs of life, and the stream, once a dry trickle, began to flow again.